This movie's basically Marvel meets Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And it's awesome. Ant-Man is the latest movie from Marvel Studios, and it stars Paul Rudd as Ant-Man, Michael Douglas, and it's directed by Peyton Reed. Ant-Man, it's about Scott Lang, who's an ex-cat burglar who is trying to get money so that he can pay child support so he can see his daughter once again. He can't get a job, so he tries doing one more heist where he accidentally steals the Ant-Man suit, which was a setup by Michael Douglas' character Hank Pym. And from there on, he of course becomes the Ant-Man, and it's awesome. This is a movie that, of course, is going to rely heavily on special effects. And fortunately, they look really, really good. I love the effects of him shrinking down and becoming larger and all that stuff. That looked good. The shots of him running with the ants and training with them and all that looked really good. And the ants looked good in themselves, too. You know, they looked real enough to be passable, which was good because anything goes wrong. If any of the special effects look bad, this movie would have just gone downhill. And yeah, it's something that we've seen before. Heck, Disney's done it. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And here it works well too. It's cool seeing the world much bigger. That's just a cool concept if it's done right. And here, yeah, it's done really well. And they get into a lot of cool fight scenes and stuff and all these cool ideas that work when they can be small. Also, Paul Rudd is a good actor. I really do enjoy him in his comedic roles like Role Models and on the show Friends. Not so much when he was in Halloween 6. That's a different review for a different time. But here he really works as the Ant-Man. You really believe that he is a father trying to make up the fact that he screwed up to his ex-wife and to his daughter. He does a good job of playing that. And just as a superhero in general, he just does a good job playing the Ant-Man. There's a lot of great comedic scenes with him in it, and he delivers the lines perfectly. He just works really well in this movie. Also, Michael Douglas was really good as Hank Pym. It's weird, I haven't seen him in anything recently. The last movie I actually watched him in was The Game, which obviously he's been in stuff since then. But dang, I wish he was in more movies. He's a great dramatic actor, and he works really well in this movie. Also, I love the references to the other Marvel movies in this one. I like the line where Paul Rudd just says when he finds out what the villain's plan is, he just tells Michael Douglas, you know what you need to do right now? You need to go call the Avengers. And then Michael Douglas's rebuttal to that just is perfect. And it also says why they aren't even in this movie, why they don't even contact them. Although, one of them does appear when they go to an Avengers base, and that was a fun scene to watch. Speaking of the villain, the yellow jacket is awesome. I love that suit of armor. That is just an awesome looking suit. Worked really well. And the fight scenes between him and Ant-Man near the end are so fun to watch. Again, the CGI is amazing in this movie, and both of the actors work really well off each other, and oh man, it's just a fun scene to watch. I don't want to oversell the villain or anything. I mean, his master plan isn't like great, it's not the Joker or anything, but he's working with Hydra, he's helping the Nazis, that's bad enough. Also, the humor is well written in this movie. It does help that Edgar Wright worked on this movie. I just wish he'd stick around to direct, but honestly, the new director they got is a good director. He did a solid job. But come on, Edgar Wright would have been awesome for this movie. I'm not gonna lie, he's made great comedies, and this movie is perfect for his kind of style of comedy. But I'm glad we at least get a bit of it. He does get a writing credit in this movie, fortunately. So that's good. I'm happy about that. Now, I've already hinted at the end fight. I love it when they're fighting in Paul Rudd's daughter's room, and they're really small, and there's like this Thomas the Tank Engine set. You know, just the little like model toys that like little kids have. They're running along this train, and the yellow jacket gets thrown on the tracks, and then Thomas comes really close, and then you just get this upward shot of this giant Thomas train coming close to him, and then it cuts, and it's just the little toys falling over, and it's so silly. Don't worry, I didn't spoil anything that is in the trailer, but there's jokes like that that really work with this, and I love the jokes. And honestly, well done. Best cameo of the year, Thomas the Tank Engine. Yeah, that fight scene's just a lot of fun to watch. Them running around the room, flying around, you know, becoming big and then becoming small to fight more. And man, just the banter between the two is fun to listen to. They really did use the humor of the fact that they're small people fighting and stuff, as they would cut into how they're fighting really small and then cut out to see this like really silly thing. It's well done. It's a good combination of the humor and the fighting, which Edgar Wright does really well, and he did well here. All in all, I had a lot of fun with this movie. It's a really good Marvel movie, and I was so happy about that. They did a great job. I'm excited to see Ant-Man in future movies. I don't know if he's coming back for Civil War. I hope so. And I'm going to give this movie 4 out of 5 stars. So that's my review of Ant-Man. If you're a Marvel fan especially, definitely check it out. And like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this review. See ya.